Okay, you guys, welcome to the core method lesson. In the next few minutes, you're going to understand exactly how the daily deposit works and why it works. And then we'll go through the walkthrough videos to show you click by click everything. So let's dive in and get started. So the entire method comes down to one reversal, and that is you never pitch, instead you deliver. Everything else in the course is just machinery around this idea of deliver first and then deposit. So here's how everyone else is out there trying to serve the community, the local business community. They say something like, hey, would you be interested in my services? And then they pitch, they promise, they ask the owner to imagine value that doesn't even exist yet. And the result is you probably get ignored, deleted, marked as spam. Some of you may have had this experience already. And if you did, this is probably really resonating with you like, yeah, I've been there and I can relate to that. Okay, so here's how we're going to flip things around. And this is the reversal. You're going to say, I already did the work. Here's a preview. So the owner isn't imagining anything. They're looking at finished work that fixes a visible problem. And then the result then becomes, how do I pay you for this, right? And the cool part is thanks to AI, this would have taken us a long time, a few years ago to do, but now thanks to the power of AI, it makes it super easy to do a strategy like this. So we're going to be talking about the gap here, and the gap is unanswered Google reviews. And you're going to find that almost every local business out there is sitting on a pile of reviews that the owner has never answered. And that silence costs them in three ways. Number one is visibility, because Google has confirmed that responding to reviews improves local search presence. Not only that, because you're stuffing keywords in those reviews and things of that nature, they're going to rank for different things. But by leaving them empty and not responding to them, silence quickly or quietly buries the listing down. Next up is trust. And the simple fact of the matter is customers read reviews before they buy. And they notice when negative ones sit ignored, and the silence actually looks like guilt. And the cool part is thanks to AI, you can kind of completely remove emotion out of this and turn pretty much every negative situation into something positive. And I think you're going to start to see that as you start to get going. It's pretty cool. Next is embarrassment. The moment you point out that they have 14 unanswered reviews, the owner feels that instantly. It's a visible, personal, and fixable problem. So like I said, the gap is everywhere. It's verifiable by anyone in 10 seconds on Google Maps, and fixing it actually has real value that the owner can understand instantly, and that's what makes it the perfect target. So the psychology here and why owners say yes so fast to this is, again, the problem is visible. They can open their own listing and see it. So you don't have to convince them. You're just pointing at what's there. You don't really even have to persuade or anything. Two, the work already exists. There's nothing to schedule. There's nothing to imagine or commit to. The only decision is, do I want this thing finished or not? Because you're showing them something, a preview that you already did the work. And then we keep the price pretty low. You may be wondering, why did you settle on $225 as the deposit amount? And the answer is because we want this in impulse buy territory. Okay, that's why we've priced it this way. So one new customer is worth $300 to $8,000 in the niches that you'll target. So you'll kind of see that as we get going. But we want an impulse buy territory to get our foot in the door. So these three forces the stack, and together they're why the close rate on finished previews embarrasses anything cold pitching can do. So we're going to talk about the activation part of it, which is step one, which is building the pack. So we're going to spend some time finding the target. We'll go to Google Maps. We'll pick out a tier one niche in your city or a city that you want to target. And we'll look for a business with 10 or more unanswered reviews. We're going to save the name, how many reviews they are, and 3 recent reviews. Then we'll take AI and we'll write the responses to those reviews that have never been responded to. We just paste the response pack generator prompt with the reviews, and then we get back a professional owner voiced response. And you just kind of read them and polish it. And then 3, the next thing we'll do is we'll create the payment link. I like to use paypal.me a lot. I use Stripe a lot. And you just send them a link for $225, name it something like review response package. and you make this once and you can just reuse it forever. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, after the first time you do this, this payment link exists forever. So day 2 onward, this whole step here comes down to like 15 minutes or so. Okay, then the second step, like I said, it's a 2-step process, is send, get paid, and deliver. So this is where the deposit actually lands, right? So we're going to send the preview. This is the word-for-word outreach message with your 3 best responses pasted right underneath. You can do this via email, a contact form, or their Facebook page. Then they pay $225. When they reply, your payment link goes back. You don't need to call or do a proposal or a meeting because the work's already done, right? We're not promising anything. There's no need for a proposal or anything like that because they've seen a preview of the work and you have the rest of the work done. It's just a matter of they pay, you deliver the rest of the work and deliver the same day. You run their full review list through AI, send the complete pack, and you can offer to post the responses for them. Same day delivery is really the reputation maker, and it's what gets you to have your foot in the door. I mean, if you just wanted to stop here and just do this, that's awesome. You'll make a lot of money, but you can get a client this way and keep them a client for life and use this as a foot in the door. Now, notice what's missing here. No sales call, no negotiation, no chasing. We're talking about 2 follow-ups max, then you move to the next business. So that's why we call this the daily deposit. And the weapon here, the anatomy of a preview pack here, is the header counts their reviews. So you have specific numbers to prove it's really about their business. So you give them a preview. Hey, we've got 3 out of your 14 completed review responses. Then the handled 1 star goes first. So if they have like a lower review, you can put that first. And then you can see that watching a pro calmly handle their worst review is the number 1 buying trigger here. So you can see here, they said, waited 45 minutes past my appointment, and then calmly responded, "Hi, Jessica, thank you for taking time to share this, and we're genuinely sorry your visit fell short," yada, 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 right? Then the bottom, the closer creates the itch. You can see here, the remaining 11 responses are written and ready to deliver today. The work exists, they just can't have it yet. This block of text is the business. It goes in the body of your message, never as an attachment. And the prompts inside of the course here today give you the exact format guide. So here's the rules that protect your deposits. Never contact a business before the work exists. The preview is the pitch. Without it, you're just really another spammer out there. $225 flat is your pricing. Never negotiate. Hagglers aren't buyers. Dropping to 150 kills the retainer later on. Trust me on that. Next, 2 follow-ups max, then move on. Okay? Your income equals preview pack sent, not conversations won. Next, read every response out loud before sending. I'm telling you guys, 90 seconds of quality control protects your name with the owner so that it doesn't just look like AI slop. Now, if you break any of these and the method will still limp along, but follow all 4 and it compounds. So these are there's there's some momentum killers in your bonus vault that expand upon this list as well if you want to go check those out. Anyways, a lot of this strategy here in the course today is about habit. And I want you to get into what I call the 15-minute daily rhythm. Okay, and this is what the 15-minute daily rhythm is. Number 1, send today's preview, okay, to the target that you saved. Then follow up on 48-hour sends. 1 message and then move on. Then deliver anything that paid. So the full pack, same day, every time. You're going to always deliver everything at same day. And then next, before you wrap up your day, save tomorrow's target. Never end the day without saving tomorrow's target. This is going to become like a chain, right? That you're going to do every single day, and you just never want to break the link in the chain. Because step 4 today becomes step 1 tomorrow, and that's the whole engine. 1 deposit becomes a daily one. So after your first deposit, this is the entire job. 15 minutes, 4 moves, every weekday, okay? And we have a checklist that walks you through it. I think it's called the Tonight Checklist that walks you through the long version. Then this rhythm kind of takes over from there. Trajectory, what 1 deposit becomes. Now, you don't need to think about Okay, you guys, welcome to the core method lesson. In the next few minutes, you're going to understand exactly how the daily deposit works and why it works. You don't need to think about stages 3 and 4 yet, but it matters that you know where this road is going, because the $225 tonight is a small version of a real recurring business. So you get that first deposit of $225, okay, and that's from tonight's send. That's proof the machine works. Then you get your daily habit going. Remember, I said everything that comes to winning in life, success in life, comes down to forming habits, right? So you're going to form that habit of doing this daily. 1 cent a day. That's the rhythm we talked about from the last slide. Okay. Then these are the last 2 steps. The first retainer. You're going to say, want me to handle new reviews every single month. You're going to lock them down on $197 a month retainer. And that's the pipeline. It gets you to around $500 a day. More sends, bigger jobs, stacking retainers. We'll talk about that more in the scaling section. But your next step is you're going to head to the activation walkthrough. Together, I'm going to show you, we're going to find a real business. We're going to run the real prompts. We're going to build a real pack preview together. And you're going to watch over my shoulder as we do that. So let's go and head over there while you guys are still fresh and you have everything in your mind right now. I'll see you there.